on other people and their property.
Yes.
Common law, natural law, higher law appeals to God or to the fixed laws of the universe that are just as fixed and as universal as the laws of mathematics or physics. You can't spend your way out of debt. That's a natural law. Even if the political law, which is rooted and based purely upon the consensus of the elite, says that you can spend your way out of debt, because that's contradictory to natural law, you're gonna reap the consequences of that. And it's a scientifically provable fact. If you go back and you look at countries where people adhere to natural law, things get better. Living standards get better. People are happier. They live longer. There's more technological breakthroughs. And where those laws are contradicted, things collapse. So what we should something that we should take a lot of courage and affirmation of what we're doing in is that governments grow till they pop. And then there's another shot at liberty. And right now we're watching our government come unglued at the seams. We're watching our financial markets come apart. It took 230 years to rack up our first $1 trillion in debt. And then they did it in one appropriation. That's a bullet in the head for the system. And they did it themselves. You know, for a lot of years I got really discouraged because I felt like there was this giant beast that we could never gun down the beast. It was just out of our realm of capability. And you know what? I realized that that's true. And the only thing that's powerful enough to bring this system down is the system. And they're doing a really good job. And so of bringing themselves down. And so we, as principled patriots, need to not be defined by what we hate. We need to be defined by what we love. And we need to take courage and be uplifted by the fact that there's going to be another chance for that right around the corner. So we don't need to try to be the little pygmies shooting blow guns at the elephant. It's stumbling. We just need to stay out of its way. And the mission that's before everyone who understands, everyone who has a conscience, everyone who has a cause greater than self-preservation, the mission that is on your shoulders now just because you understand, is to take the seeds of liberty and the principles of our founding fathers and guard those through the natural consequences, through the shakeout. And as things come apart and fall down and there's this fiery shakeout, we just have to carry the seeds of liberty through the flames and plant them in the ashes, in the fertile soil on the other side of that. That's a mission that I am spending my life on.
Yeah!
And that we cannot lose. Liberty always wins because tyranny self-destructs. Let us never forget that, and let us always march tall with a spring in our step and a smile on our face, because it is a downhill battle for us, because what we are fighting for resonates with the human spirit. It resonates with our hearts, and what they're trying to create must be contrived and coerced, and it never works. So we've got everything going for us, and I'm really happy to see you guys, and we're kicking ass in Alaska.
Yeah! Yeah!
All right, let's hear it for Schaefer.
All right!
Before we move out, and we're going to move down Michigan Avenue, across the river down Michigan Avenue, and then past Chicago Tribune Tower, past the NBC studio, past WG Radio studio, and past WMAQ Channel 5 NBC studios. But before we go, Jeff McQueen would like to talk about a flag he has brought with him.
Hi, my name is Jeff McQueen. I'm from the People's Republic of Michigan, just across the border, a couple borders actually. I joined the Continental Congress just a couple of days ago, but my mission, I got laid off in January from the auto industry in international sales. I traveled all over the world. I speak 5 languages, and that's what I did. I brought millions of dollars worth of contracts back to America to put people to work. And then when the government decided to get involved in the market, they put a lot of people like myself out of business in Detroit. So I decided the best way I could fight back was to create a symbol that would spread across this country to remind the government who they work for, and that we're ready for a second American Revolution. And it would be a symbol that would be so simple that the media and the politicians get to see this and figure it out without hurting their brains too much. So this flag that you see here, actually, I gotta be honest, Betsy Ross did all the design work. I just added the Roman numeral 2 to make it simple. But it's got a deeper meaning too, because there's 2 times in history where 13 came together and changed the course of all mankind. And basically that was the Last Supper, where they created a faith on a foundation of love. And the second was when 13 colonies came together and wrote a constitution framed in freedom. And so when they took that foundation of love and they put that frame of freedom on top, what they created was the House of Liberty that Ronald Reagan talked about. And that house cannot go into foreclosure. And that's what we're fighting for, and that's what this flag symbolizes, is liberty cannot go into foreclosure. And I just want to let you know, big flags are 20 bucks, little flags are 5, and there's no taxes because I hate taxes.
All right, hooray!
All right, folks, saddle up! It's time to end the
No more bailouts! 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 No more bailouts!
Can't take it anymore. We formed the Phoenix Ron Paul for President Meetup Group in February of 2007, 2 months before he said, I'm going to run, because we knew what was coming.
Oh yeah.
We met Ron Paul at the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport with 150 screaming rabid fans. They thought we were nuts, but guess what? He got off the plane, he gave us an hour and 20-minute speech, and at the very end he said, thank you for inviting me to your revolution. I want you all to understand something. It is not the Ron Paul revolution. Get that out of your brain right now. Look at my shirt. It says the revolution continues. It does not have Ron Paul's name on it because the revolution doesn't belong to Ron Paul. It belongs to the people. It is made up of the people. Ron Paul was just a man speaking the truth that clicked in everybody's brain and brought it in. He told us, thank you for inviting me to your revolution. Remember all those Ron Paul revolution banners? I'm sure there's some of them sitting around somewhere because he's not running for president and they're considered valueless. That's wrong. Get those things out, cut them in half, cut the name off, and start putting revolution up everywhere like you did for Ron Paul. You did it for him, why can't you do it for you?
Yes!
Cover the planet with the word revolution and make sure that LOVE backwards is on there, because the government has to understand that we are non-violent. We do not advocate violence in any way. This is an ideological war, not a physical war. They can surround you with tanks, but they can't change the words in your mind. I am not only the Arizona State Coordinator for End the Fed, I'm also an Oath Keeper and a John Birch Society member, and I'm a member of anything that's worth a crap out there so that I can create a better network of information dissemination. I'm a Yahoo power mailer. I have unlimited